Even though people don't believe in this stupid science, they do respect a high forehead. The problem was, and I explained it to Julie, is that here Denny is writing these now real stories, and we don't have any clowns. We don't have the Joker, and we don't have the Riddler or any of these characters. And Julie says, we're gonna have to change that. We're gonna have to do those characters, you know. I said, Julie, if we go from these realistic stories and then we bring in the clowns, it's just gonna be silly. We need a Moriarty. What do you mean? Well, Moriarty, you know, Sherlock Holmes' greatest enemy, equal to Sherlock Holmes, maybe better than Sherlock Holmes. We need a Moriarty. Julian Holmes came in on Monday and he comes in on the morning, he goes like this, Ra's al Ghul. Okay, Julie. What's that? He said, it's the head of the demon. That's your Moriarty. If you design a comic book character, you don't just put a costume on somebody. You make the character be the costume. There was a stupidity that took place during the age of Sherlock Holmes, where people believed that the shape of a person's head implied intelligence or stupidity or criminality or these other things. But I thought, Ra's al Ghul ought to have a high forehead. It ought to really go back so that he looks intelligent. So I did that. It was a trick, but it worked. If you look at Ra's al Ghul, you'll say, yeah, he looks like a criminal, he looks mean, he looks evil, he looks terrible, but he looks smart. From then on, it was okay to bring in the clowns because we had the balance of Moriarty, our Moriarty, which is Ra's al Ghul, against the clowns. And in fact, people say that we made a more deadly Joker. We really didn't make a more deadly Joker. He was pretty damn deadly before we did it. I thought, you know, the Joker, it's pretty passé. And I talked to Julie about it, and he said, you know, I think Denny's got a good turn on this. Now, I didn't have any idea what Denny was thinking. And I got the script from Denny, and this was a deadly Joker. I mean, he killed his old teammates off one at a time for the whole front end of the book, one after another. And that Batman was just trying to catch up to him. The place that he got to him was in this aquarium, where there were so many symbols of pseudo-Jokerism, like there's the Joker next to a shark's mouth, you know, you see all the teeth. It was a perfect setup for a character that needed to come back, and he had been missing for 4 or 5 years, like maybe 4 years, and now we were bringing him back, and we were bringing him back full-blown and monstrously great. And I have to give Denny a tremendous amount of credit for that. I was dragging along as fast and as hard as I could to make Denny's story really work, and I hope I did it. When you write for Julie Schwartz, you have an idea, you present the idea, he knocks the idea down, then you talk about new ideas, and then when he comes up with an idea, you add your own idea to it, and then you get a story, and then you walk out and then you do the story. You'll never get your own story by him, so it's a throwaway story. That's how Julie works. I knew it, Frank Robbins knew it. So I'm sitting there, and they had gone through, you know, Frank's story. Then they went through 3 more stories, and they came up with nothing. And Julie turns to me and he says, Adams, you got any Batman ideas? I said, in fact, I do. He said, like that. Frank Robbins goes, yeah, what? Like that pops up. I said, Man-Bat. And he said, that's stupid. I said, well, let's see how stupid it is. He said, you got a story? I said, I just happen to have a story right here. He said, would you let Frank write it? I said, Frank, here you go. Go ahead and write it. He said, you have to draw it. I said, as far as I know, I'm the only guy around who knows how to draw bats. So that's how that character was created. I think the audience is waiting for good villains for Batman. But it's so hard because Batman is so good at what he does. You have to understand that this is a creative enterprise, and it's contributed to by many people. It's all an experiment to try to capture the audience and to say the thing that we want to say, and to hopefully create something that's memorable. But I think it still comes down to Moriarty and the Joker. so far, and we're looking for other characters. And if there's a challenge out there, the challenge is to the creators to come up with more villains for Batman.